What's up, babe? How's everybody doing? I'm really excited to be here. I grew my hair out. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I figured out if you stop cutting it, it keeps growing. At 39, yeah. Really excited to be here. Francis and Brian and Rich and Dolmar have been a big part of my life since 2018 when we first met. I'll tell you real briefly about myself and then we'll jump right in. I don't want to waste your time, okay? So my name's Chris Moore. I am the CEO of a company called Dealmaker Wealth Society. We're the largest business acquisitions coaching company in the world. And then I have 25 other businesses in total in my portfolio. And I mean, how can you do that? It's crazy without AI, without the efficiencies, being able to leverage AI in my daily life. Otherwise, I couldn't juggle all this stuff, right? But that's not what we're here to talk about today. What's really interesting is I've been kind of a guidance counselor role for a long time, where people come to me. We have over 40,000 students, paid students, in our coaching companies, and I've been that guidance counselor. And one of the questions that I ask every student that I get a chance to speak with is pretty simple. I say, what do you want blank to do for your life? It's pretty simple. In my business acquisition coaching company, we say, what do you want buying a cash flowing business to do for your life? In our consulting for equity company, I say, what do you want getting multiple equity stakes that pay you monthly and upside to do for your life? And if you're like me, we don't always eat our own cooking. Would you agree? I teach for a living. I'm on Zoom or on stages 3 to 5 hours per day, it seems like. But I don't always listen to myself. Last year, I was feeling burnout. Has anybody ever been burned out a little bit? Raise your hand. So I stopped and I knew AI, and I've been playing with it. I knew AI was going to be part of my solution, but I had to stop and eat my own cooking. And I said, what do I want AI to do for my life? So I started researching, and it's funny, I used AI to research, and I noticed you can have it check your emails. It can help you not send a really negative text to somebody and have a filter, right? There's all these cool things you can do with it, but that's not what I was missing. I had a hole, I was missing something, and I said, what is AI gonna do for my life? But what I realized AI needed to do for my life, what I was looking for was pressure relief. Pressure relief. When you own a lot of companies like I do, and guess what? If they're successful, it's my fault. And if they're not successful, it's my fault. And I realized that a lot of the burnout came from pressure. And it wasn't pressure because of success. It was pressure to create. It was pressure to innovate. It was pressure to come up with magic every day. It was pressure to take a campaign or a sales team that was not converting and magically make them convert. Does anybody know what flow state is? Flow state? Has anybody ever thrown themselves into flow state on purpose? Flow state is this state where everything in the world is gone and you're able to finally focus. We're in a world of digital distraction, so throwing yourself in the flow state takes some intention. I had to throw myself in the flow state almost every day intentionally, otherwise I wouldn't get anything done. And I had to be able to be really focused. So AI for me has allowed me to stop having to think as hard. And that's the most beautiful thing there is, okay? But we didn't come up here for me to talk about thinking, did we? Francis promised you I'd teach you about lead generation. Who owns a business? Keep your hand up. Other hand now. Who's in real estate investing? Hands down. Who wants to make AI in helping businesses their new business? Okay, everything I'm going to teach you is relevant to you, all of you. And if you didn't raise your hand, listen anyway, okay? So let's just talk about marketing for just a second. Who thinks they really understand marketing at a high level? Hopefully less than 10 people, because it's just not true. Marketing is very, very complex. It's very, very complex, right? The best definition I know of marketing, good marketing, is allowing a business to sell a product or a service with the absence of a salesperson. That's the best definition I have of marketing. And you got to understand quite a few things. I'm going to do a quick crash course, and then we're going to get into some fun stuff, okay? Number one, this is something you would write down. The most powerful word in marketing is, ready? everybody ready for it? Relevance. Relevance. People do not buy, period, because of know, like, and trust. That is a lie. It's not true. People buy because it's relevant to them. It's relevant now. It solves their problem. They can logically justify the expense. They have enough ability to feel confident that they're not gambling, they're investing to give themselves permission to buy. That's why people buy, right? And they buy because things are relevant. People pay attention to advertisements because they're relevant, not because of know, like, and trust. People pay attention to things that are relevant to them. Has anybody ever heard of the reticular activating system? Yeah. For those of you who don't know what it is, I'll just explain it very, very quickly. The reticular activating system is something that is in your brain that you have no control over that helps you determine what is relevant to you and what is not. It's that simple. Usually something that's exciting, scary, shocking, or familiar. Familiar, if you take the root word from familiar, it's also the same as famous. That's why we pay attention to things when we see somebody famous, right? So we have to learn how to trigger the reticular activating system and then put stuff in front of people that's so relevant to catch their attention. Then we have to be able to do what next? We have to be able to speak to them in a way that's so relevant, so intimate, almost like we're a psychic. And we knew this morning what our perfect customer or client, business or consumer, was thinking, wanting, fearing, their desires, everything. We need to know that much about a customer. That's what marketing really is. Marketing is not Canva. It's not boosting your IG posts. It's not trying to go viral on TikTok. That's what marketing really is. So if I'm going to teach you about lead generation, I just wanted to have a base knowledge of what marketing really is before we jumped into it. Fair enough? Cool. So I actually am no longer marketing. I've been a marketer for 15 years, a direct response marketer. I've mentored under a lot of really big names in our space. I've made a lot of money. I have a lot of cool trophies. But I am no longer marketing. I decided to retire. And the reason I retired is because I figured out I didn't have to anymore. And just what? It's AI is not marketing for me, but it's marketing with me, and it's marketing as one of the tools in my marketing tool belt. And I'm going to go over a couple of those tools today. But here's the key. ChatGPT. Is everybody using ChatGPT every day? I'd hope so, right? I learned that it's not good enough for me. Just the base ChatGPT, I got into this like, hey, imagine yourself as the best marketer in the world. It couldn't beat me. It couldn't beat my copy. It couldn't beat anything. And I said, man, what are we missing? How can I use ChatGPT differently than all of you to give everything I touch the upper hand? And obviously we know what custom ChatGPTs are, right? We looked at them a little bit earlier on the screen. So I started playing with custom ChatGPTs, and I added my brain into it. I have a Chris Moore's second brain. I have my business partner's second brain. I've got Chris Moore's sales coach, and they're cool. They work. But I realized that I'm still not able to level up my game until I level up what's up here. I'm only as good as my prompts. So what I decided to do is I decided to take every single person I think is the absolute biggest genius in the world in marketing, and I created it with their brain. And it was an interesting paradigm shift for me. So I took one of my mentors, and as well as Brian and Francis's Todd Brown, and I stuck his head in there. And then I took Alex Hormozi, and I stuck his head in there. And then I took all of my proprietary content, which I'm about to cheat you on today, and I stuck it in there. And then I just used it every single day as my marketing team. I no longer market. I only engineer or architect for them to do it for me. So then I started testing this. I'm like, wow, this is really damn good. So then I went out and said, hey, I can do this. And I said, I wonder if someone will pay 10 grand for this, 20 grand for this. And I started selling them. And it takes about an hour and a half, 2 hours, rather than 2 months. I realized, wow. And it was better. Then I started taking a lot of my funnels, my landing pages, and I'd stick them through this machine, and then they would literally go from not liquidating, if you know what that means, to past liquidation, and take it and swing it completely the other way. And I was like, wow, we're on to something. So I kept testing it, and I haven't broken it yet. But then I decided, let's see if we can make it even better, because you don't have my brain. What did they say earlier? Someone said, AI is only as good as what you ask it. I had an idea that I realized that I'm really, really good at prompts. I'm really, really good at speaking to the AI at such an intelligent level that I could get almost an unfair return from it. So then I decided to take all of that and stick it into another system, and then layer it on top of the 2 genius brains, and layer it on top of my frameworks, and then all the other tests that we built. And then I said, what if I can distill it down to just one little nucleus of questions, about 12 to 15 questions that I can pick any one of you in the audience who has a business you want to grow, has a business you're looking to impress and land as a client, and it can literally give you the entire blueprint A to Z. Wouldn't that be cool? Yeah. So I built that, right? So let me tell you a secret. Most businesses that market don't do a good job because of one reason. It's because they use a fragmented marketing approach. Fragmented marketing approaches lead to fragmented results. Has anybody ever heard of Google? Has anyone heard of the Google 7-11-4 rule? Raise your hand. 7-11-4 rule. Very few of you. You should write this down. The Google 7-11-4 rule was a study that they hired another company to help them with to determine why people buy and what does it take for people to buy. Who's heard of Grant Cardone? Grant Cardone, one of my favorite quotes by him is he said, people underestimate the amount of effort necessary to be successful. And that is exactly what marketing has done as well. People have underestimated the amount of marketing needed to be successful. Google 7-11-4, 7 hours of engagement, content, consumption, 11 touch points, interactions, reach outs, and 4 modalities or platforms. Google, in that independent study, said that for a person or a business to do business with a brand, they have to have 7 hours of consumption, engagement, interaction, 11 touch points, reach outs, emails, text messages, and 4 different platforms, right? You can't do that and do fragmented marketing at the same time. So I took everything over all these years and I said, why is this successful? Why is this successful? Why is this successful? And then I also look at businesses that crash. And the one thing that every business that crashes is usually missing is this, and I'm about to show you. And this is also the answer to the Google 7-11-4 rule. So then I took all that together, all my systems, all these big, beautiful, genius brains, which you guys want to know how I found those drains, by the way? It's not hard. pdfcoffee.com, you guys know what that is? And I found all their books on PDF. And I shoved that in the GPT. That was kind of awkward, but yeah, I shoved that in the GPT. We're going to take that back. So all that together, we created something called the enhanced conversion machine. We're talking before they've ever heard of you until the very moment they've bought from you the 10th time. How do we build this journey that's so long and so beautiful and so intimately relevant, like a psychic wrote every word of copy, created every image, created every offer? That this is not just marketing, this is marketing on steroids. That's also on steroids. So that's called the enhanced conversion machine. So what I want to do, does my laptop work? Can we get it on the screen? Can you guys see this? All right, so I've got 31 minutes. It's plenty of time. Do me a favor. I need somebody to help me with this exercise. We're going to make this a little bit, okay? Need someone with a business. I'm going to listen to 3 or 4 of them, and I'm going to have 12 to 16 questions. If I rely on you to answer me, that can be painful. Some people are shy. Some people's brains stop working. Some people don't know how to even talk about their own businesses. So I'm going to pick the business I want. We're going to use my brain because I've marketed about every industry you can think of. And then we're going to build out your entire enhanced conversion machine in seconds. You guys ready? So I need to know, what's up? Yeah, so I need to know, like, what kind of business do you have? Just tell me.
Real estate.
So real estate, what does that mean? That's ambiguous to me. Is that? So buyers and sellers?
Buyers and sellers.
Okay, so I did that for 12 years. It's kind of a commodity. I can do that, but I want to find something else by chance. But I may come back to you. What about you behind them?
He essentially rejected you.
Nicely. No, say it one more time.
So I provide housing, rental housing to insurance companies for policyholders that are displaced by tornadoes.
Yeah, I have one of my places right now. The lady's house burned down. Interesting. What else we got? We're going to choose one quickly, I promise. What about for you?
Helping entrepreneurs scale.
Love it. Any local businesses? Because there's 2 kinds of businesses. There's local and there's national or international, right? Local businesses is a little bit harder sometimes. I can market any of these. We can do this for all of you.
Shout them out. Shout them out. AI education.
Hey, I got you. So check this out. Who's in A3 or Real 360? Raise your hand. Every single one of you is going to get this tool automatically, and I'm going to train you on it, okay? Wonderful.
I'm just keeping them awake.
I understand. I just want to make sure you know that, because this is a FOMO moment. What do you have?
Towing.
Come on up. We're going to do towing. Let's talk about demand for a minute. Do you guys understand demand? Do you guys understand SQLs versus MQLs? Let me explain it to you. Sales qualified leads versus marketing qualified leads. Everybody listening to me? What did I just say? Marketing qualified leads, sales qualified leads. Think about the way consumers do business. She has a towing company. How do consumers do business? Tell me. They get a flat tire. My last flat tire was on the way to church, Mother's Day, no joke. My mother-in-law is still mad at me. I have a Mercedes S580, performance tires. I look back at my daughter, and she's like, it wasn't me. And my tire popped, right? And my mother-in-law said that was the worst excuse. Come on up. Worst excuse to ever skip church in her life, all right? So what happens when you have a consumer has a need? Google Maps, local SEO. I'm like, towing company near me. And guess what? I call John's Towing. What happens? Oh, we're 2 hours out. Click. I call Jim's Towing. Like, I keep going. So some businesses have sunk demand. Emergency services. You don't have to work that hard, right? But marketing is still relevant to all of you. Some of you have businesses where you go to a consumer and you get a sales appointment and you show up and they're like, okay, great, let's get started. It's going to be $3,800. Like, whoa, it's not that much of a problem. Like to crack asphalt or putting more spray foam insulation on top of your already good insulation in your attic, right? Some businesses require marketing to thrive and survive. Like I used to be in medical marketing, med spas. Wow, med spas need foot traffic. They need marketing. It's the breath of life in their business or they die. We own a marketing agency mastermind. My friend and I, Patrick back there, right here in Patrick. Everybody say hi, Patrick. Some of our students have plumbing marketing agencies. That's easy. People need plumbers. If you don't answer, they'll call the next person. Some of our clients only work with towing companies. It's really easy, right? You just got to stick your cup in the Google fountain and you can drink, right? But we're going to go over this together in just a second. So I just want you to know that. Some businesses are harder. Some are coaching. Some rely on the consumer or the purchaser to do all the work. Some are completely done for you. Some are professional services. Some are sticky. Some are greasy, right? So it can be, but this system works for all of them. Sometimes you don't even know your business as well as I'm about to show you your business. So I'm excited to go through this with you, okay? So I want you to think about a couple things. We're going to pull up one of my notepads. Can we see this? I created a system where there's only about 10 to 12 questions, and I want you to think about it. It's not one of those things where you ask a question, like I ask a question, you answer, and I type it in, and I look at you again. It's like order taking. We want to have a discovery process with ourselves, with our clients, with our prospective clients, right? So I want to have these in my brain. I want to pull out my note taker, and I want to hear it from the business owner's mouth, and then I take that note taker and I stick it in here, and it does magic. The other option is we can go fast or we can go deep on the research. Don't go bad there, okay? But we can go through in the ChatGPT, you can ask these questions for us one by one. So here's what we're gonna do. I have mine on a note taker, no microphone needed, so you and I can just talk and you can use your microphone, okay? And we're just gonna go over your business a little bit. I'm gonna ask you some questions about your business, and all I need you to do is come over here, is just talk with me. Does that work? They're not even here.
Okay.
They're not even here, all right? So, tell me your name real quick.
Mickey,
Mickey, where are you from?
Three Forks, Montana.
Montana, happening place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
Oh,
happening
yeah.
place. I live in Alabama. I have nothing to say here. So tell me, what is your business and what do you all sell?
We are Ron's Diesel Repair and Towing, and we do emergency recovery of vehicles and big trucks, cars, automobiles,
Where?
within probably a 100-mile range of our home.
Love it. Okay, who do you actually sell to?
The guy that breaks down and rolls his truck.
Understood. Do you have a geographic parameter, like specifically around your business, where you only go so far? Is it like their imaginary line?
Yes, we are on what's called a rotation for Montana Highway Patrol, and we have boundaries, so to speak, about 30 miles from our house, sometimes up to 60 if we go south.
So you see my questions here. Do I need to ask her what urgent problem are they trying to solve for the business? We know the urgent problem. It's they are stuck on the side of the road, right? Some of you may have to think about that. Think about what you said. You may have to say, ooh, wow, I have to think about that. What urgent problem am I solving? And that's where marketing can get a little bit more difficult. but we can extract that through conversation and we can put it into magic, right? For you all, it's pretty simple, right? Who's your perfect client? Anybody with a car where they don't call their Hyundai towing or their Mercedes towing package and they're calling you directly. Or your perfect client could be B2B. It could be the referral partners like those other people I talked to. It could be AAA, it could be dealerships, it could be tire shops, it can be anybody, right?
Insurance companies.
Insurance companies. Okay, so what's your core product? I mean, this is an easy one. Towing.
Towing.
You guys pick people up and you take them places. Awesome. What's your price point?
It ranges on which truck we're taking out and where we have to go.
Okay. I want you to think about why I chose towing. This is pretty simple. We're going to do 2 of these because I don't have time. We're going to do a hard one next, but this is pretty easy stuff. Your business doesn't require a tremendous amount of marketing, right?
Correct.
How do you expand your business? There's 3 ways to make more money. Do you guys know how to make more money in a business? There's 3 ways. Get more customers, increase frequency of purchase, increase average transaction value. That's how you make more money, right? You need to expand your fleet. You need to make sure you have plenty of leads coming in. The way you make your most money is making sure you're showing up as many places in your area as possible on Google Maps, obviously, right?
Yes.
But we're going to do an easy one. We're going to go to a hard one, right? What's your unique mechanism or process? Your business doesn't have one, probably.
I wouldn't
Right.
know how to answer that.
There you go. Let's keep going. What proof do you have? How many testimonials? How many Google reviews? How many 5-star reviews do you have?
Fewer 5-star reviews than 1-star reviews, largely because nobody's ever happy when they wreck their vehicle.
Write this down. There's only one thing you can do in marketing that does not pay a diminishing return. Is it pay-per-click ads? No. It's getting 5-star reviews on public sites and video testimonials. And I know it's harder there. It's a weird sales cycle, but I want you to make sure you remember that, okay? What's the number one belief your prospects must have before they buy from you?
They can't keep going.
Or you can get there faster than somebody else, right? What's the biggest fear or objection that stops them from buying?
Ask me again.
What's the biggest fear or objection that stops them from buying?
Cost.
What's their main call to action? What do you guys do on your advertisements? Call us, right? Click to call.
Click to call.
Perfect. What happens after somebody clicks to call?
We answer the phone and see how fast we can get there.
Okay, perfect. And then in general, do you do any marketing period at all right now?
Not right now.
Anything. So where is the opportunity for them? Do they need to try to focus on more Google clicks? No. You can expand your business on the B2B side.
We give business cards to the local gas station, and they
That's
probably
good.
send
So
us
we're
as
going to
much as
focus
anything.
on, my AI's listening, we're not going to focus on trying to get more consumers to click us on Google. We want to go out and create referral relationships. We want to go create recurring revenue outside of emergency services directly from consumer, but from referral from businesses. That's what we want to focus on. Why would they choose you over somebody else? Because, I mean, think AAA can choose anybody they want in town. Why would they choose you all?
Speed, we can get there faster.
What about track record? How long have you been in business?
Over 30 years.
Lovely. Any of your drivers been shot? That's just a weird question.
Thank God, no.
That's good, right? You got to be able to brag on yourself. And this is where I didn't choose real estate agents for a reason, because it's considered a commodity. In the city of Orlando, there's 52,000 real estate agents, and not one of them is different than the other. And I used to train real estate agents. I've trained over 5,000, and I wrote 2 best-selling books on real estate marketing, and I spoke all over the country. And I've trained real estate, and the reason I didn't train, because it's such a commodity. Towing is, at some level, is a commodity, right? And we're going to go to a hard business in just a second. But all this being said, you don't really have to do too much. For outbound marketing B2B, there is some digital stuff you can do. There's a lot of ground game stuff you can do. So we're going to put it in here and see what happens. You ready? Okay. And we're going to do one more. So I need somebody else. Raise your hand if you have this business. You ready for me? I want to hear someone who has a direct-to-consumer physical product in either women's, health and beauty, fitness. You got one? What is it?
Simply Maze Boutique, a clothing and gift store.
That's a direct-to-consumer online product?
Online.
It's online?
Simply Maze Boutique, it's online. It's clothing.
Okay, come on up.
Okay.
All right, cool. So here's what we're going to do. Stay right here. We're not going anywhere. So we're going to pull up my Nada. We're going to go here. Instead of answering questions, we're going to drop this in, and we're going to go at it. Here we go. What I want to tell you is, while you're coming up here, is the enhanced conversion machine is every single thing that someone's going to need to be able to market completely. This is the very basic version. We're going to come up with your ideal client avatar. We're going to go up to with your Grand Slam offer, Hormozy style. Does anybody know what the Grand Slam offer is? Alex Hormozy says he wants to make an offer that people feel stupid saying no to. We're going to create Todd Brown's belief in education stack, which is what are people thinking? What are they feeling? What are What do they need to hear before they're going to buy? We're going to create a full hooks and headline sheet, 5 lead magnet ideas and implementation and the SMS and the email fulfillment and a 90-day email indoctrination and nurture sequence that's going to do the 3 things that Know, Like, and Trust can't do, which actually makes people buy. Also, we're going to build out all your Facebook ads, cold, warm, retargeting, hot, and we're going to build it out based off of all 5 stages of awareness, learning how to intimately speak to each person based on what they know at this moment. Then we're going to create all these scripts in seconds for all the user-generated content ads that you're going to build on Creatify and InVideo and Argle.ai or whatever else. Then we're going to build out sales VSL scripts so you have the ability to get in front of your customers and actually enhance the sales process with video. Then we're going to build out all of your SEO keywords, your nurture process, your blog posts, your SEO keywords to target, and then we're going to build out your organic calendar. And that's the light version. But it's all coming from that one little conversation. So we're going to keep going for just a second, and we're going to look at it. While this is working, I'd like to talk to you. You can stay with us if you want. You can sit down in that chair right there.
In that chair.
There's no chair. I'm just kidding. What's your name?
Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
Jenkins.
Tell us about your business.
Okay, it's called Simply Amazing Boutique. I've been in business for 8 years, and it's a clothing, gift, and retail business online, and I also have a brick and mortar store as well.
Love it. And what do you actually sell specifically?
I sell conceal and carry handbags, my own design.
Ooh, conceal and carry handbag. You do well in Alabama.
Yes, I do. I do good in Florida too.
Yeah.
And I also have women's clothing lines, different women's clothing lines.
Awesome. So you say for online, we're going to focus on online today
Okay.
because we can do a lot more than that.
All right.
So who's your perfect client? Maybe we can think about the overall customer avatar for your store, or we can focus on one product because we can
Okay.
create anything we want here. So what do you want to do? You want to go concealed carry
Yeah,
handbags?
concealed carry handline.
So who's your perfect client for that?
I would say any woman who wants to be confident, any realtors, anybody who works banking, real estate, any business where you're going to be by yourself or walking out and you want to have a firearm that's on you that you can put your hand in and have it on you to protect you wherever you're at. Female tow truck driver. There you go. That's it. Female
So
tow truck driver.
what exactly are they trying to solve? What problem are they trying to solve? What drives that?
Being confident and safe and secure, especially if you're by yourself and you don't have any other companion with you.
Tell me about the name of that product. What's it called?
Concealed by Janko.
Concealed by Janko.
.com.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Perfect.
You
And
want
what's the
one?
price point?
They're like $129 to $229.
$129 to $229. Okay. And do you offer payment plans?
No.
Anything like that?
Nope.
No Klarna or Affirm
Oh, yeah, I do
financing?
Klarna.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
do that. Okay. And then tell me, why would someone buy your product over a competitor's? What's unique about it?
Well, mine are unique because I have big hands, and I wanted to have a 9-inch zipper that I could put my whole hand in, and I don't want to take my gun out of my purse. I just want to turn it and shoot right through my purse if I had to. Because, right? I mean, you know, they can get to you in like 20 seconds. So you just want to turn and be able to do it. And most of the ones that I found that I had been using years ago were very small, and I couldn't get my hand in there. So I said, well, I'm going to design my own. So I sought out the best leather, which is in India, because they love cows there and they're all natural, no antibiotics. So I got all my handbags custom made, designed in India.
Wow,
they got the best
that
leather.
is unique.
Yeah.
So when it comes to proof, when on your website, on
Mm-hmm.
anything you have, like, do you have a lot of social proof and women taking pictures with it? And like, tell me about that.
Well, I have a little bit.
Okay.
I have some custom hand-painted handbags as well by artists, women artists in India. So it's almost like just really pretty hand-painted handbags. And I do have some pictures of people with them. I do have a few pictures in my, well, you said online, so okay, so on my store. But I'm in the process right now, my guys who make them in India are putting together a video of me showing them how they get the leather, how they tan the leather, because it's all done by hand. Everything's done by hand.
And then what's the number one belief that your perfect prospect must adopt before they would buy from you? It's a hard question, right? For some businesses.
Yeah. Okay, explain exactly what I'm.
Well, think about a belief that someone would have to have. Like, what do they need to believe before they would say that they need to buy this? First of all, they'd have to have a gun and find an importance in carrying it concealed,
Yes.
right? And then why else would they want to buy from you? Like, what are the things they have to know?
If they've ever been attacked, if they've ever had anybody who's ever been violated or attacked, a friend, any incident, anybody that's ever had your house broke into before, I don't know if there's anybody out there that's ever had your house broken into before, or your car or anything. Anybody who's ever been violated, or who just wants to protect themselves, or who lives alone. So there's a lot of different market, I would say, in that aspect.
What about a brand like ambassador, or somebody who's the face of the brand? Is that you?
Pretty much.
Are you
yeah.
doing videos? You're doing social? You're
I
the
have
person
videos.
the emails come from? Hopefully you're
Yeah.
sending emails, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I
that's
have
you.
about 20,000 followers now, so I've
Wow.
been working, building it up, so.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay. And then lastly, when it comes to the marketing you're currently doing, is anything in play right now?
Well, I just started the Concealed by Janko because I was selling on Simply Amazing Boutique, and then I
Got
started
it.
the own Concealed by Janko line. So I'm just starting to advertise that now because that's new. But on Simply Amazing Boutique, I do a lot of advertising for them and do a lot of videos and things like that. And I go to shows, I go to gun shows, I go to different shows, and I show them at fairs and craft things, and that's how I've built up my.
With the
following.
online stuff, besides like showing people and handing a card, are you getting sales from social, paid advertisements,
Yes.
all this stuff?
Yes.
You're running paid
I'm
ads
doing
right
paid
now?
ads on Facebook.
What's the hook
and
right
Google.
now? We're going to give you a whole bunch of new ones. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay. Basically, the ones I'm using right now is just be safe and be prepared,
Okay.
and self-confidence.
So a couple things we're going to think about real quick, and I'm looking at my time here.
Okay.
Is when you speak to your perfect customer in a big sea of noise in like the Facebook or Instagram news feeds, something to think about is a geographic call out, if it exists locally, for nationwide doesn't matter, and an avatar call out. So rather than just saying those two words, we want to speak to someone so they know we're talking to them. So we're going to get into all that in just a second.
Okay.
So thank you so much. Everybody
Cool,
get a round of
thanks.
applause.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
come on back up. Don't go anywhere. We're going fast here. Let's go back to you. Okay, so towing. So we have built out your entire system, and I'm hoping you have a marketing team you're working with. Because we're going to take this, and I'm going to hand it to you, and you can implement everything I teach you today, okay? So we're going to go back to towing for just a second. This is what we built out just now. This is a lot of stuff.
It's a lot of
Obviously,
stuff.
I'm not going to read this to you completely, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send it to you in just a second. But we're going to read through some of these things, okay? So how about a sales VSL script? Have you been a voice actor before, a voice actress?
No.
Okay, I have been, so I'll do it. Is that okay?
Please.
All right. I would say record this, but this would be kind of weird with me with the headphones and the hair and all that stuff. So, okay. So a video sales letter is a script. It can be used on a landing page. It can be used on a thank you page after someone opts in. It can be used in an email. It can be used as a Google Doc that you trick people into opening, and it's actually a sales letter. It can be recorded as a video. Lots of cool stuff, right? Video sales letters. Where's Francis? How much money Francis has made off video sales letters in his career? Like probably 100 million. It's a beautiful thing. So here's your video sales letter. We're going to read that, and we're going to go over a couple other things as well. So for towing, I want to talk about the idea of who we're trying to attract. You're already going to get business automatically from people calling from Google, but we want to go out and attract more B2B referral sources, AAA, we're going to be tire shops, we're going to do dealerships, anybody who can influence a sale. I want you to think about this real quick. When you're trying to say, who do I get in front of, there's two questions to ask yourself for business development. You ready? What triggers a transaction? Who's most likely to refer? Same thing with real estate. If you're in A3 and you're in Real 360, I'm going to do another session for you guys called The 7 Ways to Win. It's a business development annual planning system. And I'm going to teach you guys that as well, okay? But I want you to think about that. For you, we're going to go that way. And this is what I've asked it to do. So let's go through here. Okay, so here, market, make the prospect smarter. So not all towing companies are the same. Some take hours, others triple charge when they show up. And here's what you can expect from a pro. Choosing the right towing company could mean the difference between safety and a nightmare. The only move in a breakdown is calling a towing company who's backed by law enforcement and has response time guarantees. Acknowledging their pain. You're stuck on the side of the road. Maybe it's dark or storming, and you're Googling fast because no one's answering their phone. We've helped thousands just like you, scared, frustrated, unsure who to trust, and we get it. Okay? You can create a unique mechanism. I asked you about this earlier. What makes you unique from everybody else? What makes a real estate agent unique from everything else? You have to have a unique mechanism. You have to decommoditize. You have to be differentiation focused, right? So for you, it gave us a couple examples. You could have the rapid response and tow recovery. What makes us different is not just our trucks, it's our systems. We tie directly into Montana Highway Patrol's dispatch with GPS fleet tracking and 24/7 live response. If that's not true, don't say it, but... You can wait 2 hours for a random tow truck on an app, or you can call your insurance and sit down and hold. or you can call us, local, vetted, and accountable. I'm not going to read all this to you, but I'm going to tell you that everything that you could use that differentiates you from everybody else, emails, blogs, lead magnets, Facebook ads, everything is all in this document, okay? Let's go to the VSL, and then we're going to go to yours. I also got you a 90-day email indoctrination nurture sequence. Part of what my process would be is I'd make sure I get everyone's email when I take their money, and then I would market to them again and again. Have you ever heard of top-of-mind awareness? Gary Keller, all my real estate people, everybody read The Millionaire Real Estate Agent? He talks about the concept of mind share, right? When someone needs or wants something, the first thing they do is they go to their own cache memory and say, who do I know that does blank? Or they go to a referral source and say, can you refer me to blank? Or they go to Google as number 3, right? So mind share battle is top of mind awareness. Every time someone comes into your pipeline, period, you need to be in front of them for the rest of their life. Because next time they want to what? Call a tow company, they should be calling you. Right? There's ways you can strategically put stickers in areas they would look when they have a flat. There's all kinds of little things you can do. But we want to send out emails. And that's something, would you say before you walked in here, as a towing company owner, I should send out email marketing? No. You should. Because your customers, you work so hard and you spent time and energy on SEO and everything in your reputation to get that customer, yet next time they're ready to get a tow, they're not going to call you. They're going to go back to Google. So you need to stay in front of them, top of mind awareness. So let's give her a round of applause. I'm going to give you access to all this stuff. Okay, I'll find you. Let's go to yours. I've got 8 minutes left, so I want to go through this quick so we can get it. And I wanted to show you an example that wasn't as traditional, right? Compared to this is going to be much, much different. So let's go into here. We're going to go into here. We're going to start this over. You guys use note takers? It's so much easier than trying to type. Let's go. And we'll go. All right. So let's talk about your current marketing. Are you getting a lot of leads from your ads?
Not yet for the concealed carry, but for the boutique itself, yes.
How many of your leads are actually buying?
7%, maybe for my ads. Is that about right? For my emails? You talking about for my emails or my actual ads?
No, for your ads.
For my ads?
Yeah. Ads are tricky because you go out there and spend what? It's about $19 cost per 1,000 impressions, and then you're going to pay about 85 cents a click because you got something cool and sexy. Then from there, depending on what you drive to, you may get an opt-in, or you may be under whoever's tutelage sending traffic directly to a checkout with no lead max, and then you're just pissing away money. Mm-hmm. And then from there, if someone buys, you may end up making $229, but it costs you $500 to do it.
Right.
Am I reading your mind?
Yeah. Well, I think I'm doing about 400 a month now, 500 a month now, and I'm doing about 1,900 in sales.
Okay. So that's good. So that's a 4x
okay.
ROAS, return on ad spend. Yeah. How can we make that a 20x?
I don't know. Tell me.
We're about to do it, right? The way you do
Tell
it.
me, please.
So let's go through it. All right. Okay. So here's your avatar clarity. She's a working mom, single woman, retired law enforcement, nurse, military spouse, entrepreneur. I guess they're asking some more questions. I train this to say, if you need more information, to give us some more information. Do I have enough time to do this, guys? Is this okay? All right, so let's give her some more information. Okay, so your avatar, is this like a working mom, single mom, retired law enforcement, military spouse? It's all of the above, right?
Yes.
It's somebody who has a moment where they now consider it a smart idea to carry.
Yes.
It may be a fear, it may be J-Lo from the movie Enough, like we don't know what
Right.
it is. You ever seen Enough?
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Suburb, city, rural area. I'd probably say more apt to be in the country than like in the middle of the city living like, right? But you guys don't have cities in Montana, do you?
No, I'm Florida.
You're in Florida?
I'm Titusville, yeah.
Montana was towing. My apologies.
Montana was a tow truck, yeah.
Okay, love that. But you're also selling all over the place. It doesn't matter.
Yes,
okay?
that's
what
true.
brands or influencers does this perfect customer avatar already follow and trust?
I see Dana Loesch there. That's one of
So
them.
they're right. Dana Loesch, NRA Women,
mhm.
Glock Girl. Yep.
Yeah.
Things like that.
And I
Okay,
use
perfect.
her sometimes for the,
Okay, perfect. And let's keep going. So from there, do you offer any of these to increase conversions? Do you have any kind of scarcity? We only make 50. These are limited supply. These are handmade in India.
Just the hand-painted ones, yeah.
Okay, order by midnight. Do you have any kind of urgency currently?
I haven't done any of that.
Do you have any type of exclusivity? Do you have any gamification? Do you have anybody who gets a special discount if they buy more than one?
I do give free wallets away every now and then.
And do you have any customizable options?
Not at this time.
Does the purse come with a holster insert,
Yes, it
instructions?
does. They all come with the holster insert.
And
free.
instructions, and storage bag, and warranty, and is shipping included?
No.
Okay, perfect. It's interesting how intelligent this is. We
Yeah.
could have gone without knowing this stuff.
Yeah, I
All
didn't
right.
think of half of
So
this.
it's an extra 1 minute, well worth it. Let's drop that in. And then let's dive into the marketing. So we're gonna go here. What I love about this is, for me, I would do something that's like $20,000 as an app for a fee as a marketing agency owner, or I would do it for my own business. It would take months to go through here. And I had to clear my entire brain, and I had to get my kids to stop talking to me. No offense, Sydney, who's in the room. I had to get all my Slack notifications off, and I had to sit down and say, okay, now it's time to think. What if you were in the middle of your busy workday? Could you come up with all this stuff with me? It's more difficult, right?
No, I could.
But now we can have a simple conversation. Everything is taken care of from there. All right, so we have our ideal customer avatar. We have that all figured out. Now we're going to create our Grand Slam offer, which is an offer that people feel stupid saying no to. One thing that you think about, I even work with a lot of medical doctors, and they, Chris, I don't have an offer. I said, well, yeah, you do. You do have an offer. Even though you're writing a prescription or you're diagnosing and then giving somebody a treatment schedule, you have an offer. Everyone has an offer, right? And the quality of your offer is allowing you to get market share that your competitor can't have, okay? So think about it. Your product is your hand-painted, handcrafted concealed carry purse.
Right.
Includes the holster, instructions, storage bag, warranty. There's a free wallet offer occasionally included, what they would suggest. Ethically sourced, homemade in India, not mass-produced,
Right.
because that does matter to some people.
Yep.
Currently not built in any kind of offer exclusivity, but we're going to work on that, okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to build out your Grand Slam offer completely. We're going to give you really big marketing ideas. Big marketing ideas is something that really stands out, and it helps people instantly understand why they need it. And we're going to build out the E5 campaign, how to educate, empathize, explain, evaluate, and execute, which is how we're going to leverage words without having to have salespeople to market our products. We're going to give you hooks and headline swipe files, so you'll never have to think about this ever again when you do your ads. We're going to build out all your lead magnets, because believe it or not, direct-to-consumer products online, lead magnets actually work really well, because you can get that cost per lead down quite a bit, put them through an enhanced conversion machine like we're building, and then have the ability to have them buy later. Not everyone who clicks is ready to buy now, especially when you put it on Facebook. Facebook is not a need or want active intent platform. You don't wake up and say, you know what, I hope someone markets something crazy to me today. They clicked your ad, and they may not be ready to purchase now, so we have to what? Follow up.
Right,
So we're going to
follow up,
educate
gotta
them.
follow up.
There's a lot of lead magnet ideas. We're going to give you your ads. We're going to give you your long tail nurture sequence to make sure that they buy from you the moment they're ready to buy, not somebody else. And then we're going to create UGC ad scripts of women. We can use icon.me, creatify.ai, argle.ai, all these different platforms. And you can have a woman holding up your product. You can take a picture of your product, have your avatar holding your product, talking good about your product and using your ads. And we're going to write all those scripts right now. You ready?
Oh my God.
So
Yeah,
all
yeah.
these things, I can't show you all of these things in 3 minutes.
Okay.
But let's pick one. Let's go look at it. Do we want to look at UGC ads? Do we want to look at your sales video, VSL script that you're going to record tomorrow? We're going to do it together.
Okay.
Which one do we want to do?
I want to do the email one.
You want to do the emails?
Yeah, because I have a lot of I got about probably 10,000 people on my email list, and I don't use them. I should. I know. I'm going to.
So we're going to do emails first, and we're going to do it for your existing list because you're
Okay.
not using it.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So let's go. So we're going to reinforce the brand, mission, emotional why, and build trust. And this is going to be a summary, then we're going to build them out. Okay? Summary 1, we're going to do one email 1, why I created purse you can shoot through. Why I created a purse you can shoot through. It's going to be a story-based founder origin email from frustration to creation. Ends with a call to action to shop the collection. Email 2, the 3-second rule that could save your life. And this is in a threat scenario. 3 seconds is everything. Why zipper size and access matters. And the CTA is to have them go through and watch a video of how this works, okay? What every woman who carries wishes she knew sooner. Think about the way it's speaking intimately, how that's going to attract the attention of someone who carries, okay? Next one, how we handcraft power one stitch at a time. And this is behind the scenes of India leather process, okay? The purse is a protest. So we're going to go through and build these out. Let's build out the first 5. Well, not 54, 5. I'm cognizant of
54
time.
is fine, yeah.
We're going to read these. Okay, the day I realized my handbag could get me killed. From you, concealed by Django.
Okay.
Hey, Sally, I was at the range one day, fumbling with a concealed carry purse I'd bought online. And I had this moment of total frustration. The zipper was tiny. I could barely fit 2 fingers inside. If something happened in real life, I'd be dead before I even got the gun out. That's when it hit me. Why am I trusting my life to something designed by someone who doesn't understand what women need? So I designed my own with a 9-inch tactical zipper.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. That's really good.
Handcrafted from India, and a holster system that lets you shoot right through the bag if you need to. No more fumbling, no more cute but useless purses, just power in your hands.
Oh my God, I think I'm gonna cry. That's so good, isn't it? That's really good. Wow.
If you ever carried or thought about it, this is for you. See the
Wow.
collection. Stay safe and stay fierce.
Oh my God, that's great.
Let's read one more. The 3-second rule that could save your life. If it takes longer than 3 seconds, dear Sally, that's just the name I chose.
Dear Sally.
You know what law enforcement teaches about concealed carry? You've got 3 seconds. That's all, from threat to response. If your purse doesn't give you access in 3 seconds, you're not protected, you're pretending. Most concealed carry purses are too light, too small, or too slow. That's why I built mine with one purpose: speed. A full 9-inch zipper that fits in your whole hand, built-in holster access, no unzipping required. Styles that let you carry with confidence. If you carry, or someone you love does, this is worth a look. See how fast concealed can be, right? Let's do a UGC script.
Okay.
2 versions. User-generated content. If you don't want to go AI because it's still developing, you can go to Fiverr.com, 2 R's, UGC, and type in the keywords beyond it. UGC mom products, UGC middle-aged man, and these people are professionals and they're making good money too. Pretty cool. Seriously, some of our best stuff comes from that. So let's get 2 UGCs, and I'm going to act like a woman, and I'm going to read this. Is that okay? Accent or no accent? You tell me. Accent. I can do Alabama accents. I can do all kinds of accents. Let's go.
Alabama.
All right, so this is a woman. We're looking at our phone, and I got this red thing yelling at me, so we're going to do this, and then we're done.
Okay.
So we're watching Instagram, Facebook. We're not doing anything. We're supposed to be paying attention to our daughter's ball game, but we're looking at this thing, right? And all of a sudden, this woman pops up going like this with a concealed carry purse, and this is what she has to say, okay? And this is a woman in her car looking at the camera, calm and direct. This is the one thing I carry every day that could save my life or my daughter's. Sorry for no accent. A few months ago, I had a guy follow me out of the store. It was broad daylight. I had the groceries, keys, a million things, and I had no access to my gun. That night, I said, never again. Most concealed carry purses are cute but useless. You can't draw fast enough. This one, I can shoot straight through it if I had to, and I can fit my whole hand inside, not just 2 fingers. It's called Concealed by Django, and it's homemade leather from India. It looks like a designer bag, but make no mistake, it's protection with style. So if you've ever felt, you'll never feel unprepared again, trust me, you need this in your life. So imagine if you were stopping this and you saw that in the scroll and you saw this woman holding this up, icon.me, very expensive, but it's powerful. Take a picture of your holster. You can get these videos created all day long. That's going to sell your product. And here's the difference. Marketing speaks intimately to your perfect prospect. It gets their attention in a crowded news feed. It triggers the reticular activating system. It understands what they feel, what they fear, where it's almost like you're at church and they're like, how does the preacher know what's in my head? That's what good marketing does. We don't necessarily, unless you've been to the dance and you've gone to all the seminars and you've read all the books and you've worked in all the agencies, you don't have that inside of you naturally. But a lot of these geniuses that we can download their PDF books and stick in ChatGPT do. And if you have the right system and you know the right sequence and you have the right enhanced conversion machine, I'm telling you, it's going to change everything. Because think about when you have 10 opportunities, how many of them are absolutely ready right now? 10 leads, sometimes 1 to 2. Most people are not in the sales cycle. No one's necessarily in the sales cycle for that unless they just had something, right? You're going to have some SEO traffic, you're going to have some referral traffic, some traffic from direct from you handing out business cards, but the rest of it, for you to scale, you're going to have to put your money into paid ads, and you're going to have to put it in front of people all day long and pick these people who you're trying to target, and you need to speak so intimately to them where they can't help but pay attention and want to buy. And this is the difference between people who don't succeed in business and the people who thrive. is understanding this stuff. So I'm going to send you this as well.
Oh my God.
Let's give her a round of applause.
Thank you, thank you. Oh, that's so good.
Thank you so much. Pleasure. I guess they're going to kick me off now, so I guess I'm done. Yeah. We're not done yet?
We're not gonna.
Check. We're not going to kick you off.
Yeah. So what you guys didn't know is we had laptop trouble right before this started, and we almost didn't have the laptop. So we were going to just do story time otherwise, so I'm glad it worked out.
Give it up for Chris Moore,
There we
everybody.
go.
Come on now. Come on now. Real game, no fluff. Talk about some real conversion marketing, right? That's what we do here. We've all been around, and we don't do what everybody else does here. We keep it real. Chris Moore, everybody. Chris Moore. Chris Moore.